Now I have taped my paper on all the four sides with a scotch tape. And let's start giving a thin layer of water to our entire paper with a flat brush. So while giving this water layer, make sure that you don't use too much of water also and not too less of water also. So basically your entire paper should be covered in one thin layer of water, but there should not be puddles of water anywhere on your paper. So just take some water and spread it nicely and evenly on your paper. Now we'll first make some color shades which we'll require for this painting. So we'll require a chrome yellow or a deep yellow, some orange color, the crimson red color, and I'm making some purple color by mixing some crimson red with my cerulean blue. If you directly have a purple or a maroon shade, you can use that instead. So I'm starting by in the middle portion with my yellow, then I'm going with my orange color and dropping in a crimson red and trying to blend it in with my orange. And last, I'm dropping in my purplish shade at the end. So again, I'll need to go quickly when I am doing this because we need to complete it when our layer is still wet. So I'm just dabbing off with my tissue paper a circle in the center. I'm just now cleaning the edges and making it circle. So this is our sun, which is setting right now. So you can do it in this way, or else if you forget to do this, or if you don't get the entire color of your paper, if you are not that quick, you can later on use a white color and just make a circle in the center. Even that will work. So I'm just showing you this new technique. I hope that will help you. So now I am going very quickly because I need to complete this entire painting when my water is wet, which I have wetted with the paper. So I'm going with horizontal strokes now to draw some water with the same shades again in reverse order. That is the yellow first, then the orange, then my crimson red, and then the purple shade which I made. So just going in with simple horizontal strokes for that. And that's why I'm trying to do it very quickly because if my water background has dried up, the colors won't blend in nicely. So I am just going with a really nice speed while doing this because I don't want the background to get dried up. So make sure you do it quickly, or else if your background is drying up, make sure you add some water to it to keep it wet and then continue painting. So you will definitely keep on getting it with more practice. So first time it might be a bit difficult for you, but it's okay. Even I have gone through a lot of practice to reach this stage. So make sure you keep practicing and you will definitely master it very soon. So I'm just adding some purple lines, which I got by mixing crimson plus blue. And if your color is going on to the corners, then make sure you bring it in with the brush like this so that just your corners won't get darker shade. Now wait for the entire layer to dry up or use a dryer to dry it up fast. So this has completely dried up now, and now I am starting giving my second layer to make it more vibrant. So I have started with my purple shade. So I am doing this with very random manner to get a natural sky. So I'm just blending in my crimson red right now. Then I'll start blending my orange. And now let's put in some yellow color and blend it nicely with our earlier orange shade. So we need to end this yellow color somewhere in the center. So the horizon line is somewhere in the center of the paper. And then I am continuing with the same yellow below. But that is now my water. Now I'm going in with some orange strokes. So I'm doing this orange only in the corners and the central part is still yellow. Just pushing in the orange in the yellow to get the strokes. In the center, you can just clean off some color with your tissue paper to get the reflection of the sun and then just make some horizontal strokes with your yellow color. Now I'm going again with the same kind of strokes with my crimson color into my orange. And lastly with my purple color shade. So I'm trying to do it fast. You can pause the video anytime and do it slowly, not a problem. So I'm just going in with some purple lines. Keep cleaning your brush and dabbing the excess water off your tissue whenever you are doing this. Now my second layer has completely dried up and now I'll start adding the details. So now I am just adding a few strokes with my orange color. Then I'm mixing some red with it and again adding a few strokes. After that, I'll take some crimson red directly and add a few strokes. And now I'm making some purple by adding blue to my crimson and again finishing that off with the darker strokes. So these strokes are not exactly straight. As you can see, they are very free-handed random curves. So do this with a smaller size brush. Now I'm taking my black and I will start detailing the extra things which will beautify this painting more. So I am drawing a nice ground at the bottommost part with my black color directly. Then let's make one or two coconut leaves which are coming inside. So for that I have drawn the central line of the leaf and I am just making some strokes pointing downwards with my smaller sized brush. So I am using a 4 number brush. You can use any sized brush which you are comfortable with making small thin lines. So I'm just pressing my brush and picking it up to make these. So till now, the sky and the water, you don't need to worry much about the shapes that you are getting. But while detailing out, you can be a bit slower and achieve nice shapes. So the detailing is going to enhance our drawings more. Let's make a boat here with our black color shade. It is going to be a very small boat since I am considering it to be very far away. So I'm not detailing it out very much, just making a silhouette of the boat. So made a base and drawing a triangle above it on both the sides. So now let's take some brown color shade. You can use a burnt sienna for this. And I'm just going with small horizontal strokes to make the reflection of the boat. You can see it literally enhance the drawing immediately. So the detail elements will be what will be enhancing your drawing more. So let's make a few birds onto the sky. So this I am doing again with my black color itself. So I'm considering this bird to be a little more closer to us, so making it big with a head and a tail and wings. Let's make another. So while making the birds now, you need to remember that you don't make all the birds with the exact same shape. Otherwise, they will look unnatural and copy pasted. So we'll make the birds with a little bit of variation at least. So made two small ones behind, and I'm making a fence at the bottom corner because there is no element there which is there below, and so it's not looking nice balanced. So I'm just adding a small halfway fence at the bottom corner with my black color itself. Let's make the wire mesh. Yeah, and let's put some highlight on the fence that is there below with our watercolor white color. Not too much, just adding a slight line. And let's use the same white to add some reflection of the sun in the water also. So just giving some horizontal strokes. And we are done with our painting. Let's remove off the tape. So while removing the tape, be slow and patient. And this painting is also ready to beautify your shelves now. And let's move on to our last painting.